Right now, within arm's reach, is something you bought to make your life better. It is, quietly, slowly, helping to kill you. And here's the part that should bother you. You chose it, you paid for it, you'll buy it again next week. None of these things kicked down your door. They were invited in, sold to you as an upgrade. So let's walk through your home and count down the 8 things in it that are betraying you. From the least deadly to the one you'll wish you'd never met. Number 8. The thing that makes your home smell clean. Light a scented candle and you start a tiny fire indoors. On purpose. To hide a smell that was never harmful. As it burns, it releases benzene and formaldehyde, the same chemicals found in cigarette smoke and embalming fluid. Plug-in fresheners do it cold, no flame required. They release phthalates, chemicals that quietly scramble your hormones. You breathe in, smile, and think, now it's fresh. Blow it out, we're just getting started. A 2007 study found phthalates in 12 of 14 common air fresheners. None of it was on the label. They didn't have to tell you. It's the least deadly thing on this list. But it sets the pattern. Sold as clean, built from poison. Number 7. The pan that made cooking effortless. Nothing sticks to it. That was the whole miracle. The coating is Teflon. To make it, one company used a chemical called PFOA. Overheat that pan, and it releases fumes. Fumes strong enough to kill a pet bird in the same room. The company was DuPont. The town was Parkersburg, West Virginia. For decades, they dumped PFOA straight into the water supply. Their own documents showed they knew it caused cancer. They kept selling the pans anyway. A lawyer named Robert Billett spent 20 years exposing it. PFOA is now called a forever chemical. It never breaks down. It's in the blood of an estimated 99% of Americans, including, almost certainly, yours. DuPont paid out hundreds of millions. The chemical is still inside you. Scratch the pan, and tiny flakes drift into your food. You bought it for easy cleanup. It made your blood permanent evidence. Number 6. The most comfortable place in your house. Your couch is soaked in chemical flame retardants. You'd think that's a good thing. Fire is scary. Here's the twist. They barely stop fires at all. So why are they in there? Follow the money. In 2012, the Chicago Tribune exposed Citizens for Fire Safety. It sounded like worried parents. It was 3 chemical companies. They funded fake testimony to keep the laws on the books. And decades earlier, the tobacco industry helped start it all. These chemicals don't stay put. They shed into your dust. The dust settles on the floor. Your children crawl through it. They're linked to lower IQ, hormone disruption, and cancer. Number 5. The containers holding your food right now. Light, cheap, unbreakable. The perfect invention. Most are made with chemicals like BPA and phthalates. Heat them up, microwave last night's dinner, and those chemicals leach straight into your meal. BPA mimics estrogen. Your body can't tell the difference. It's linked to infertility, obesity, and hormone-driven cancers. But the newer horror is smaller. Microplastics. Every time you open a bottle, you swallow a few. Researchers have found microplastics in human blood, in lungs, in the placenta, even in the brain. The average person may eat a credit card's worth of plastic a week. You bought convenience. You're slowly becoming the packaging. Number 4. The last thing you look at tonight. For 300,000 years, when the sun set, your body powered down. Then, in 1879, Edison sold us light that never sleeps. Now you hold a tiny sun 2 inches from your eyes. Your brain reads that blue light as daylight, so it cancels the melatonin, the hormone that lets you sleep. You lie there wired, scrolling, wondering why you can't drift off. Broken sleep isn't just being tired. It's linked to heart disease, depression, and weight gain. Sold as connection. It quietly stole your nights. And it's engineered to keep you holding it. One more scroll. You bought a window to the whole world. It locked you out of rest. Number 3. The stove you were told was professional, cooking with gas. It even became a compliment. That slogan wasn't an accident. The gas industry built it. Every time you turn the knob, you light a flame indoors. It releases nitrogen dioxide, the same pollutant as car exhaust, in your kitchen, where you breathe, where your kids eat. A 2022 study linked gas stoves to 12.7% of US childhood asthma, roughly on par with second-hand cigarette smoke. Even switched off, the pipes leak benzene into your home. The industry knew. In the 1970s, they funded studies to muddy it. They paid voices to call gas limits an attack on your freedom. You wanted to cook like a chef. You installed an exhaust pipe in your kitchen. Number 2. The bottle you save for celebrations. Wine to relax, beer to unwind, a drink to take the edge off. Marketed as sophistication, as fun, as a reward. But in 2023, the World Health Organization said it plainly. There is no safe amount of alcohol. It's a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as asbestos and tobacco. It's linked to at least 7 types of cancer. Most drinkers have never once been told that, because the label mentions almost everything except cancer. Alcohol kills around 2.6 million people a year worldwide, yet it's the one drug we throw parties to celebrate. You bought it to feel good. And number 1, the deadliest thing in your house. It's not in the garage, it's not under the sink, it's in your kitchen, and you restock it every single week. The chips, the cereal, the soda, the frozen everything, we call it food. Scientists call it ultra-processed. It was engineered by actual scientists to defeat you. In the 1980s, a man named Howard Moskowitz had a job: find the exact point where your brain screams more. He called it the bliss point, the perfect hit of sugar, salt and fat, tuned so precisely your body forgets how to feel full. In 2019, an NIH study proved it. People eating ultra-processed food ate 500 extra calories a day without ever noticing. This is the engine behind obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Diet-related illness now kills more people than smoking. It doesn't drag you into the forest like a predator. It waits in a colorful bag, and you reach for it yourself. Every week, with a smile, on purpose. That's why it's number 1. The deadliest thing you own is the one you've been trained to love. So here's what all 8 have in common. Not one of them broke in. Everyone was invited, advertised, paid for, trusted. Each one was sold to you as an improvement. Fresher air, easier cooking, better sleep, more comfort. And behind each one stood someone who knew, a company, a buried study, a slogan they wrote. The danger was never hidden in the dark. It sat in the light, on your shelf, with a price tag. Here's the good news the ads never mention. You invited them in, which means you can show them out, open a window, read the label, ask who profits. You don't have to live in a museum of poison. You just have to stop trusting the box it came in. You were never careless, you were just never told. Now you've been told. So tonight, look around the room you're sitting in and ask which of these you'll let stay.